Welcome to my channel. I'm Matthew. Today is Sunday and it's time for a shave. Real quick, I'm gonna wet my face. Nothing like a little Sunday afternoon shave. I've got about a day and a half worth of growth. Today's shave soap is going to be 3-Ring Circus, and this is a collaboration soap with Shave Dads group off of Facebook. Go check them out if you haven't done so already. There's a lot of information there. And did I say this was with Strike Gold Shave? Take two. Anyway, this is a beautiful cotton candy scent, and if you guys watched my last video, you know, or you might have remembered a little bit of me saying it's Apple Festival weekend. That's kind of our city's big to do. So, you know, the circus, not really a circus, but, you know, the festival's there. So there's the rides and the carnival and cotton candy. All right, so I'm going to be using that. I have the matching splash. And I'm going to follow that up with some star jelly once I'm completed. Now for the star of the show, I'm not really sure what to call this, but it is a vintage straight razor. And if you can see here, you can't see there, there's a little logo, and I'm not sure if it's CWS or WCS. No way to focus. Anyway. There's multiple names on this razor, which is strange. I'll put a little picture right here of what it looked like when I purchased it off of eBay. But it's a vintage razor. And on this side, it says Pomado, which you can't see. And someone has done some work to it. They had removed the pin. You can see, you know, where they had hacksawed it or whatever. Anyway, this thing was pretty rusty and crusty. It was found in someone's shaved in a drawer, and I would love to hear the story behind this razor. I really don't know if it's pieced together, but the other side here, it says the good old brand of Solingen, and it is the 8.6. Anyway, I did a polish on it, put a new edge. I wasn't a fan of the squared off tip, so I rounded it off. It's probably $1 million razor, but now it's only worth 50 cents because I ruined it. Anyway, that's the stuff I do. I have that whipped up in the Captain's Choice copper bowl. I believe, just from the characteristics of the material, it's a carbon blade, and you can see it's shiny and it shaves well. I'm using the Trotter's handcraft brush, and though I have tried many times to photograph this brush and display it, you can't see the beautiful alpine white, and there is some sparkles in there. It never takes well with the camera and the lighting. That's here nor there because it doesn't affect the beautifulness of it, does not affect the way it makes lather. And it does an excellent job making lather. Most of you will agree that looks are what attract us to most products. And when they perform well after you get them, it makes it that much more enjoyable. All right, so here we go. I've got a cup full of hot water because that's how I'm going to rinse it. And let's go ahead and dip it in the warm water to get it ready. I didn't feel like wiping it off with a towel or running the sink because it's noisy. All right, and I may not do a lot of talking from here on out. That's why I gotta say it all right now. Anyway, I'm not a professional straight razor shaver, so the things that you see beyond this point may not be something you want to try. Anyway, here we go. And I'm using my iPhone screen as my mirror because if I face my mirror this way, you're not gonna see a whole lot. And I don't want to be like Eric and take my goatee off or nearly take it off. So I'm going to do a little bit of side touch up here with it. One of the things I wanted to say is I did put an edge on this, and I feel like it's a lot more comfortable than the stainless steel edges, or at least that's my take on it. And I'm not a super fast straight razor shaver, so who knows how long the video will go. And there is a little fly or something flying around in here, and I don't like it. Shaving with a straight razor is a little bit more difficult on camera than DE shaving, but I feel like it gives an excellent shave. One thing I was going to say is, if you know anything about this particular razor, if you've seen it, or if you're a vintage razor junkie, please let me know. I would be interested to learn more about it. When I had asked the seller, they really didn't know anything other than it was found in the drawer. So I'm assuming it was one of those estate sales, or a family member that was going through a grandfather or father's personal hygiene drawer, or under the sink, whatever you want to call it, and they found it and just thought, hey, we'll sell it. And if I remember right, it was like $7 or $9 and like $5 shipping. I don't know. It just, for some reason, it appealed to me, and I thought, I'm gonna buy it. If anything, it looks cool and it's something I can experiment around on. And I kind of thought, with it being vintage, it would probably be a little bit more quality than like a gold dollar, today's gold dollar razor. And it turns out I was right, or at least I think I'm right. Hey, that's all that matters, right? If I feel like it's right. Oh. That always looks funny with the extra shave soap in the goatee. I will say the lather is building up in the cup, so it's not nearly as easy to rinse, because everything is, and my fingers are getting slippery, which is bad. Bad, bad, bad. I feel like the reverse hand. Sorry about the interruption. My beautiful wife left her phone at home, and she called me from another phone during a shave video. Anyway, yeah, back to, what was I saying? Shave on. I know what I was saying, the reverse hand shave. I've never really seen anybody do this, but I'm left-handed, and I don't know, it feels like it works better for me because your hand's not in the way and you can see. And I know a lot of people will say, don't do that, you know, whatever, but it's all about what works for you. So if it works for you, do it. If it don't do it. That's what I'll say about that. All right, I'm gonna get cleaned up with some cold water. No nicks, cuts, weepers, anything that I see. I'll be right back with my final thoughts. Oh yes, what a nice close shave. I'm gonna go ahead and follow it up with the matching splash. And as you guys seen in the previous videos, very good to go ahead and mix this one fairly well. I didn't get enough, but this one has the rubbing alcohol scent for the first good 20-30 seconds before the real cotton candy scent comes in. Matching, not matching. Boy, that phone call got me all jacked up in my train of thought. You know how that goes. At least that happens to me. Anyway, the vintage razor worked well. Pretty impressed with the shave quality of it. And just the fact that it had already been redone or different scales added to it tells me that it's been around, it's seen some things, and I would really love to hear more about this particular razor, but unfortunately I will not find anything out about it. The only bad thing about it is for some reason the scale, whenever it goes to close, it's kind of warped, so I have to be careful closing it, because if not, the edge will hit the scales. Anyway, that is the shave for the day. I'll put a picture right here of the items I used, and I will see you guys on Will It Shave Wednesday. You have a great rest of your weekend.